Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes.
Hello YouTube, it's your girl Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be discussing beauty brands that I forgot about. Let's talk about where are they, what was the last good thing they did, and what we want to see from them moving forward. So if you want to hear more, keep watching. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's a great, easy way, and it's free for you to support the channel and the work I do here. So hit that subscribe button. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Also hit the like button if you like this video, and hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss out when I post a new video or when I go live. So let's talk about the brands we forgot about. So these are not brands that necessarily did something bad or something evil, something racist or anything crazy like that, or not that I know of. Drop in the comments below if something happened and I didn't hear about it. But these are brands that just kind of stopped innovating, stopped giving us exciting things, so then we forgot about them. So in no particular order, but kind of, number 10, Neutrogena Makeup. There was a time in drugstore where Neutrogena was coming out with foundations and eyeshadow quads that match your eye, and like them and Almay kind of have like a back and forth. Okay, so let's start with number 10, Neutrogena Makeup. Neutrogena Makeup used to be so exciting in terms of the drugstore makeup that they were making. They were like the clean girl aesthetic before clean girl aesthetic was like a term. If you wanted more natural looking products, less flaking, eye irritation, if you had sensitive skin and you wanted a go-to brand, absolutely Neutrogena Makeup used to be it. They used to have a larger section at Target and Walmart. It used to be almost like a double section instead of kind of like the one slender area they have now. And it really seems like they pulled back so much on makeup and have gone all in with skincare, which I totally get, especially the success of their hydro face creams and all that stuff. That line, I'm sure, has made billions of dollars for them. But I'm just like, could you take all of that technology and fuse it into some makeup? Like, could we get the hydro lip gloss, and if it had that same hyaluronic complex that you guys use in the other products, but apply it to some makeup so it'll be moisturizing and long lasting? Like, that would be so cool. So unfortunately, they've kind of just been resting on their legacy products and resting on their laurels, I should say. And just knowing that we are going to buy that mascara that they make, the even better skin foundation. Like, some of the things are just things that people are going to repeat purchase. But I wish they would start innovating again, because they used to be so good at it. Number 9, Illamasqua. Illamasqua was one of my favorite brands at Sephora. That was like the first high-end lip gloss that I bought that wasn't MAC. It was a really big deal. It was pink and sparkly. It was like fuchsia with like bright gold flecks in it. I absolutely loved it because it didn't make my lips dry, but it gave me that juicy beauty supply store lip gloss look. But it just lasted forever, like 5-6 hours of wear. Phenomenal brand. They did leave Sephora, so then I had kind of forgot about them. But then when I went to research them, because of course it's like, oh well, all these brands have their own website. Their website was horrible. The color is gone. Everything is brown and beige. The models look like they did their makeup like in the car on the way to the shoot. Everything's boring, nothing's exciting, and I'm just like, oh, who did this? Like, Illamasqua used to be so cool and avant-garde, and it was like old school MAC, but like with new, well, not new school, because at the time it was like 2011, 2012, but it had like new school makeup technology, but with MAC old school brightness and boldness, and it was just such a cool brand, and I absolutely loved it. I really hope they can somehow get back to those roots, but I do know they're probably figuring like plain Jane aesthetic is paying the bills now, so we want to go towards that. But super disappointing to see what's happening to the brand. Number 8, Physicians Formula. Physicians Formula was like, it used to literally be a dupe for Bare Minerals, and that's probably why they're not as popular or as successful now, because Bare Minerals is not as popular or successful now. But I really feel like Physicians Formula, this is your moment. like barely their makeup is in right now, and if you don't capitalize on it now, when will you? I see they're having like a goldeny goddess summertime collection, and I'm like, revolutionary, golden for summer. Like, come on. Physicians formula, we need, where are the physicians? Make them make new formulas. Like, so disappointed in physicians formula. They used to have a lot of great things back in the day, and not so much anymore. All right, number 7, brands that I forgot about but still exist. Too Faced. So Too Faced had launched some liquid contours recently, and then they also had like re-promoted their existing powder bronzers, or maybe they're cream bronzers, now that I think about it. And I was just looking at it, and it's the same chocolatey bronzer, and I was like, when was the last time I was excited about anything from Too Faced? And I was like, a lip melt, which was how many years ago? Like, to me, well, I personally had allergic reactions to their primers. Their eyeshadows are not that good compared to other companies. I like the foundations and the concealers, but there's so much new technology that even when I go back in Sephora and I'll play with like the Born This Way, I'm like, it seems so chalky matte. Like, there's more lifelike mattes now. Like, the technology's just improved so much, but if they reformulate it, then the people who do actually like it would not like it. So I kind of understand why they've left it. But yeah, Too Faced hasn't done anything exciting. I know that their brand owners now have started Polite Society, which is a new brand, but I'm like, there's still a whole staff at Estee Lauder or whoever bought Too Faced that is supposed to be making the current brand better. So it's like, what are we doing, y'all? So I hope Estee Lauder fixes Too Faced fast and doesn't wait. Like, MAC probably fell off 2012, and then 2022, 2023 it had a resurgence. Like, let's not wait 10 years before Too Faced is cool again. Like, let's make it happen now. Number 6, Kevyn Aucoin Beauty. They have a lot of great products. I don't know if it's because they don't send as much stuff to influencers, or if it's because their launches are like more slow and steady and they're not like popping out something every week. Yeah, so I don't know what Kevyn Aucoin needs to do to like get in front of people again, to show the products again. They don't even necessarily have to I think come out with new stuff, because they have so many great existing products, but it's just like showing people how it's used, maybe just getting in front of those influencers, or like inviting them to an event to like try to have the buzz drummed up again. But I think that they want to seem like they're higher brow, so they don't want to do it. But I'm like, if Dior is dealing with the girls, Kevyn Aucoin Beauty, you're gonna have to do it too. Like, that's just the cost of doing business now, and you just need to find the most elevated way to do your influencer marketing, because that's just is what it is. Number 5, Cover FX. Cover FX, the color, a lot of people started color correcting because of Cover FX. The little stick foundations, and they had like highlighters, and they had the drops. I was addicted to the drops. I had the drops in every single shade, and half of the time I would just put them straight on my face. I wouldn't even mix it with makeup. I love the drops. Like, Cover FX had us in a chokehold, and we loved everything they were coming out with. Let's get back to that. I don't know what it is, how it is. Since bronzing drops are having a resurgence, I feel like this would be Cover FX time to jump on. Like, we were the ones who started all of this, and let's remind y'all why y'all loved us the most. So Cover FX, please come back. I think they're still in stores. I do definitely still see them around, but they're just not as popular. And especially now that we're more into a skincare, body care space, even more of an opportunity for a brand that's more medical leaning to be able to say, okay, look at all the cool new stuff we have. So I really like that. And I want to see them again. Hourglass had the click up lipsticks, and that's it. I haven't heard anything else from them. When it comes to the highlighter palettes for the ambient light, it's the same thing. When it comes to like, I'm like seeing other brands kind of like lap them with things that they were supposed to be known for. Like, if you ask the average person about powder highlighters now, they're going to tell you about Rare Beauty or something like that. They're not going to mention ambient light powders. Yeah, they've just really fallen off, and I feel like especially QVC, the Estee Lauders, Tarte, any of these brands where they get the aunties on QVC, they feel like, well, we don't need to innovate, we don't need to focus on the Sephora crowd because we have automatic built-in audience on QVC. And it's like, but when that audience ages I don't want to say ages out of makeup, but as they get older, you have new people who are coming up who were already in Sephora and are building brand loyalty to all these other brands. So like you need to have kind of like a striated approach where you're still coming out with new innovative cool things in Sephora and then maybe sell the legacy classic products on QVC, but we need to see something interesting coming out of Hourglass soon, okay? Foundation, something like, come on Hourglass, let's do this. Especially because that was one of the few like old school brands that I would used to go up for. I used to buy that ambient light edit palette every holiday season without fail. I had like 4 of them, but now they just keep repeating, and it's not copy paste. You have to like come up with new ideas. Number 3 is Glossier. Glossier is a mess. They came out with that one foundation and they made 18 million people Glossier partners, and we're still not buying it. Like, I know they at a point wanted to have a focus on tech, but it's like, is it focus tech, then go all the way tech and then don't make no more makeup, or start making things that are exciting again. Yeah, you guys, this is the time now. Like I said, the similar to Physicians Formula, the Barely There clean girl makeup thing is happening right now. We're heading back into the 2016 makeup soon, so if you didn't get in on it, you're gonna lose out. And I feel like Glossier, you need to strike where the iron is hot. You should have been coming out with a new, like, Rose. I feel like Rose Beauty is about to take Glossier's place. Like, do y'all not see that happening? And don't just sit there. Let's do something about it, right? So that's my whole thing with Glossier. Number 2, Buxom. Yes, Buxom was only known for lip gloss, but now people don't even talk about the lip gloss no more. And I do understand Buxom is a spin-off brand of Bare Minerals, which is also struggling. So maybe it's like 2 peas in a pod that we're just all struggling over here and it's a mess. But even with like, I follow Mally Beauty and some other brands that used to be cool, and they're still trying to pump stuff out to stay relevant. And I just don't even see Buxom doing that. Yeah, the Snob bright pink lips. Well, Snob was the MAC lip gloss, but you would get the Russian, what was it? Some Russian something, and you would pair them together and it would give you the baby pink lip that looks crazy on me, but I was obsessed with it. And yeah, I just feel like Buxom, this is your moment. Gloss is coming back, especially with all these lip oils. Like, Buxom, you should have been the first one. If you're only going to focus on lip stuff, I mean, now they have other products, but if lips were your main go-to, you should have had a whole envelope ready to roll out. Number 1 is Stilla. Stilla lip eye highlighters, golden eye. Oh my gosh, you would have thought that they invented liquid eyeshadow, because there was a point where people were doing tutorials and they would only use Stilla liquid eyeshadows. Like, they're like, I'm gonna put the light one here and the dark one here, and then and that's all they were using on their whole eye look. Like, people were obsessed, and now people don't even really talk about anything from Stilla anymore. And they're one of those brands that I don't think people have a negative view, but they don't have necessarily a positive view, which kind of makes it easier compared to brands where it's like, oh, you had like a negative view because you did something bad to people and you hurt people or something like hateful. But Stilla, I feel like people are kind of neutral on you, so you still have a chance to come back, Stilla. Especially if you were to go all in again on the liquid eyes, but to make it more of a like approachable everyday version. So kind of like where the Moira paints and the About Face eye paints are sliding in, like Stilla, you could do that, but just do it more elevated and more high end, and maybe more sets, so that way you could give people a deal on it compared to what other brands are doing like individual. So something to think about. But okay, those are the 10 makeup brands that I almost forgot about. If there are any brands that you almost forgot about, but then the other day you were like, whatever happened to them, drop down in the comments below and let me know what brand it is, so that way we can talk about it. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire.